Hello and welcome to the SMPTE Elections 2018. I'm Lane Cooper with Mindshare Capture Consulting, and it is my pleasure to introduce you and perhaps reintroduce you to John Ferder. He's a broadcast systems consultant with years and years of experience in the entertainment technology field, specifically in the broadcasting sector, to talk a little bit about the position that he's running for election for with SMPTE. It's the Secretary of Treasury. John, thank you so much for taking the time to chat with us today.
My pleasure, Lane.
Tell me a little bit about the role that you're applying for. You're going to be running for election for the Secretary of the Treasury with SMPTE. What made you think of that, and what your background made you throw your hat in the ring to pit in that capacity?
Well, I've been involved in SMPTE at the section level starting in 1986. I started when I was still in Chicago, and when we returned to New York in 1995, when I joined CBS, I got onto the local board as a manager and basically worked up to section chair. And then while I was at CBS, I was accorded the opportunity, the time opportunity to join the Board of Governors. And I had concluded my term as governor last year. At the same time, Peter Wharton, who was Secretary Treasurer, was elected membership vice president. So I approached the executive committee and volunteered actually to finish Peter's term as Secretary Treasurer, and I really like it. So I would like to give it a full 2-year term and serve the society that way. What interests me about Secretary Treasurer is one of the main jobs of Secretary Treasurer is chairing the revisions committee, which examines and updates all of the operations manuals of the society. While I was on the board, we went through a period of time where the original bylaws and administrative practices and operations manuals had to be changed and upgraded due to a change in the laws in the District of Columbia, where SMPTE is registered as a nonprofit. So I was involved in rewriting some of the operations manuals, and now as Secretary Treasurer, I work with eight volunteers, and we look at and examine and make any necessary revisions to those operations manuals, and it keeps the society running smoothly and then within compliance with laws and regulations.
Interesting. Well, clearly, the society is an organization and an institution to which you have made a major commitment. What are your key objectives? What would you say are some of the key things that you would want to get done under your formal tenure in this capacity as Secretary Treasurer?
Well, I think again, we've come across there were some issues remaining on the table from when the new OMs were brought in and accepted, that we need to address. But also, as we're moving forward, our partnership with the Hollywood Professional Association and just the evolution of broadcasting as a business, the operations manuals need constant review, constant attention. So I really want to make sure that we're up to date with where we need to be to help the broadcasting community and the motion picture community. Also, as a member of the executive committee, that's part of the committee that, as part of the committee that's trying to steer the society ahead in the future in partnership with the Board of Governors. I just want to make sure that I'm doing my part to help move the society forward. I mean, I was elected a fellow in 2012, and when I gave a little speech during that ceremony, one of the things that I said is that I don't see that as an end, but as a beginning. And it's actually, for me, being elected a fellow, I think, puts more responsibility on me as a fellow of the society to do my part to contribute to the health and the evolution of the society. And I see being Secretary Treasurer as part of that mission.
John, what a pleasure to get to know you better and to have our viewers get a little bit better. And thank you so much for taking the time to chat, to share your views and your perspectives on where it is that SMPTE will be going as we progress into the next century of its existence. Thank you very much for taking the time to chat.
It was great to talk to you, Lane. Thank you.